Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another, technically back, but it has been a while since I've said this intro. We obviously have the return episode of Dokkan Replay. I am very excited for this series to return. I want to thank you guys. We have already gotten a few, like 7, 8 submissions already, so thank you guys so much for that. We'll be taking a look at every single one of your submissions as time goes on. But to start us off, we actually have a submission from the boy Sora. Yes, that Sora. So thank you so much for your submission, my dude. We have a INT BROLY ESBR speedrun. Woo woo KACHOW. That is the actual subject of the email, which I gotta love. So what we're gonna be looking at here today is we are going to be looking at the 4th stage of ESBR against Super Tech movie bosses, except they're not all movie bosses apparently. And the notes for this was kind of funny because obviously if you're not familiar with how this process works of submitting things, you basically just fill out a form. And if you would like to do this too, I'll leave a link to the video where I talk about the way that you obviously can submit your own video footage to Dokkan Replay. But as we're getting started here, he notes my Paragus and Broly has 24 dodge apparently, and the friend Broly was apparently awful. I can see the scramble in my man already, and it's legit just buff Broly and hopes he gets 4 supers. The team is apparently what we're looking at as the speedrun strat for this event. So I'm excited to see how this goes. We have the 2 milli already. There is quite a crazy hashtag that is also attached to this email, by the way. I'm going to put the whole thing on the screen for you. I agree, though. I actually never realized that before, that Broly, Chila, and Levo have big bad bosses, and that Broly and Paragus don't when they're both, like, you know, the big bad bosses of the movie. I don't understand that, but hey, it is what it is. Yes, hashtag give Paragus and Broly movie bosses. Please, Broly and Chila and Levo can have it, so they can have it, because, like, they also, Broly and Chila and Levo, are big bad bosses, but no other Broly does. Weird champ. Beautiful. Thank you, Sora, for your submission. This run seems to be going pretty well so far. Obviously, even though the boys are not technically on the team. Hydrator Diger, by the way. Of course, with the links that they share with the Broly units and the rest of the villain units on the team, they should be okay in that regard. Obviously, though, their stats are not going to be as high. We have a 3.4 million attack stat from the boy. I'm assuming that things get kind of crazy here once we get going to the final stage. But I'm going to be honest, starting off, ESBR, this is not bad considering the fact that they are almost all already fallen soldiers and we are only on turn 2 here. Wow, that's a pretty good tank. I know my boy Sora, he didn't ask me to do this, but just because he's starting out his Dokkan channel, definitely go check him out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Obviously, he's a big Grand Cross fanatic, but he started doing Dokkan recently, and obviously, he is a huge fan, a stan, one might say, of INT BROLY, so I know he's kind of pushing the INT BROLY propaganda here, but I think that's a-okay, considering that, A, I appreciate the submission, and B, obviously, the boy is performing quite well. 2 million. Actually, funny enough, even though I pulled him, I've not used him myself yet. So this is like a almost like a showcase for me, even though he's kind of old by this point. All right. So the additional super is actually coming through and taking out Boo here. He's going to be starting off the second fight with around half HP, I believe is what he had. His time is pretty good so far, I believe. I won't spoil myself and look at the actual timestamp of the video. We'll actually wait for it to be on the end of the screen since this is supposed to be a speed run. But we have another good actually spot. He's getting really lucky with the slot 2 nothing being there shenanigans, because obviously then the one unit that isn't going to be getting any buffs is just chilling there. So he's got kind of lucky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that he is not dying that easily? Because obviously that could be an easy L if you get a bunch of attacks everywhere and then Broly and Paragus, almost said Broly and Chi Live from the hashtag, are forced to take an attack. Nice! 4 million attack stat about, 2.6, 4.4 million this time. Let's go. Wow, okay. He might actually take out Gohan if he gets another attack. Nope, okay, that's alright. Oh, never mind! Wow! He just O-code. Wow! That's impressive, and he didn't even crit any of those. That's crazy. Okay. I'm kind of coming around to the Broly propaganda here. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, obviously they're not doing much, but of course the whole point is to buff up INT Broly. Cooler's not doing as bad as I thought he would either. Funny enough, I don't think I've actually ever seen that Golden Frieza used outside of, like, I don't know, maybe desperation where people don't have enough units, but I think that Sora should have a unit to replace him, but maybe he is just that good. I don't know. Oh, Janemba. Wow, Janemba took more than Broly, but I guess we are on the second stage. I think, though, that Frieza will obviously be good for this. Of course, you know, it seems to be working out just fine for him so far. But I believe, oh, actually, you know what? Let me look up real quick while we're mid-run, just so that I know what he does, because I actually haven't used that Frieza myself in a very long time. Also, opening a window while we're watching this. Broly, wow, Broly soloing again. I mean, I guess he technically had help from Janemba, but I don't think that particularly counts. All right, third stage now. Let me look up the Golden Frieza while we're here. Broly is really carrying, though. This is very impressive, I gotta say. I feel like I haven't seen Bojack this whole time. Where has this man been? Okay, good call with the Ghost Usher. Obviously buffing himself up with his ki. Very nice. That's an interesting choice of item to bring. I don't think I've ever seen anyone bring that item. But at the same time, I obviously understand why, because it's literally just buffing up Broly. And of course, if you can take the hits, then why not give yourself a little bit of a buff? Okay, so he does raise defense infinitely on Super, that Frieza does, so that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, basically I guess it's just because he stacks defense, looks to be the passive doesn't really have anything that would kind of buff him up for this anyway. Interesting choice then. I guess to be fair on Extreme Int, off the top of my head, I can't really think of that many tanks, so I suppose that's definitely not a bad choice. Bojack finishing him off here. Janemba looking pretty good in that first slot, obviously aiming to take a lot more hits than Broly. Regaining a lot of that lost HP, very nice. Cooler supporting in the back, thank you for the dodge, Janemba. Is he going to dodge this? Because this could be detrimental. Ooh, that was even worse than the last one. Obviously, as the difficulty goes up, that'll happen to ya. 1.6, okay. I'm almost wondering if he should have stuck Broly in there. I kind of wish he would have showed Broly's attack stats, or defense stat rather, somewhere in here, because Broly almost seemed to be tanking better than Janemba did low-key, when obviously Janemba wasn't dodging or guarding, technically. Yeah, like, look at that, bro. He took 57k. I mean, to be fair, or 57k, wow, 57 damage. I think I would have done the same, though, only because I would have hoped that he would have dodged the super for sure. Okay, so from what we've seen from Broly so far, I think we can assume that our boy will actually be taking him out here. I would have probably not put Broly and Paragus in the middle, but he obviously trusts in the heart of his cards and takes the dub on the third stage. We are on the final stage, ladies and gentlemen. He has not gone too low on HP. Obviously, he's around like a fourth still left. I'm expecting, yeah, I was going to say, I'm expecting a healing item to start us off here. And a Nurse Chi-Chi. Okay. Interesting choice. Again, obviously not bringing as many healing items, but definitely not a bad choice when you have a team that is pretty tanky. I'm going to have to use that Frieza myself after seeing this kind of showcase, bro. He's low-key killing it. It looks like he is abandoning Janemba. I'm wondering if that was because of the shenanigans that just occurred with him taking that hefty super attack. I'm wondering how Bojack will fare against all these hits. That will be quite interesting to see. He is blocking them all just fine. I kind of wanted to see him get super, and I'm not going to lie, just to see how much damage he would take. Broly is probably going to, I would assume, he's definitely, is he going to wash Goku? If he pops off that hard, he just might. He just might. He just might. Oh my gosh, Broly. Wow. This man is going nuts. And he does end up taking him out. And oh no, he didn't take him out, but he clutched it out. Okay. I was going to say if he crit, he would have taken him out. But then I thought he took him out. But I'm glad he actually did. Wow, that's nuts. That's crazy. I was just millions on top of millions stacked next to each other. There you go. Putting Janemba. Maybe that was why he put Janemba in that back slot. Because obviously, you know, then that way we could get the potential dodge of those supers. That was a good call, though, for sure. That might have honestly, I don't know if I'd say that saved the run, but that definitely saved him some time for sure. On top of obviously saving his HP for later. Okay, so obviously not taking any attacks because of the Ghost Usher here. Will Broly take out Vegeta this time? Oh my gosh, yeah, he's going to wash Vegeta. Oh, maybe not actually. Hold up. Nope, never mind. 5.5 too. That's crazy. This has been really quick, I'm not going to lie. 3 mil right off the gate. If only, bro, if Broly would have gotten another super, he low-key may have just taken out Piccolo in one hit. I don't know, because look how much damage Broly and Paragus did, and that was only like 300k. I wish this guy did a little bit more, but it is what it is. Ooh, okay, is he going to activate the Dokkan mode? What? What? Okay, so that may have lost him a little bit of time there, but I believe what he just did was just checked his settings to see if the active skills skip setting was on, which was really funny that he checked it mid-run. I suppose that's not technically against the rules. Ooh, and he gets lucky and gets the speedy one in terms of the Dokkan mode here. Obviously, I understand not getting it because, of course, you know, saving him a little bit of time, and he doesn't really need it considering Piccolo is going to fold here. Very nice that he doesn't have to go through the whole super animation as well. And Piccolo crumbling to his feet with a final clear. And what are we looking at for the clear time here? This is going to be, I'm assuming, pretty quickly. Funny enough, the loading is not doing him any favors here. What are we looking at? 10 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay. That is definitely not bad at all. Wow. That was a very entertaining run, actually. That was super sick. Wow. Alright, well, Broly definitely showed up in that run. He definitely clutched it out for the boys. I am very surprised how well he performed. Sora's Broly supremacy is certainly rubbing off on me, I think, a little bit here. I hope you guys enjoyed the first return episode of Dokkan Replay. Obviously, this was a very fun one to watch. And of course, if you would like to submit your own runs as well, see how to do it and all that good stuff, you can check out the video that's going to be at the end of this video, or the video in the description that just tells you how to do it. It's just an email with a Google Drive link, basically. But other than that, again, Sora, thank you so much for submitting your run. If you'd like to check out his Dokkan channel, again, he didn't tell me to do that or anything. I'm just like, you know, bro, go for it. Go help the boy out. And we'll catch you in the next one. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.